All right, welcome to week 37 of the Designorama. This week is a little bit of a repetition, and it's simply because as you get into design and you get comfortable in your iterative design cycles, you'll recognize that there's this constant cycle of creating something or having an idea for something, manifesting it into the world, thinking about how you can determine whether it is the right solution, if it's an effective approach to the solution, if it speaks to the audience well. Then you would evaluate your assumptions. You take those findings, you determine where there are meaningful improvements to be made, you make those improvements, and then you potentially test it again. And as a designer, that is sort of the iterative design cycle. That is your life. And woven into that would then be, if you're working with other people, you have to sort of vet ideas or collaborate with them to come up with ideas, or what the idea actually looks like when it's created, and share findings with them to continue to receive budget to pursue these ideas. It's sort of just a constant running challenge in your life, is that this idea that you have, what does it take to continue to grow in the right direction? And is it still something that the world needs? And this week is just another iteration on that. The one thing that we are going to shift is that this will be focused on unmoderated testing. So we're not going to do any moderated interviews. We're not going to be doing get out of the building impromptu tests with people on the street. This is very much finding an automated, unmoderated study platform and conducting this test. And you could even improvise that as well by simply providing a set of instructions and having the person record their screen while they're walking through the instructions. But for day one, it's to create a test plan for an unmoderated study for multi-device experience. So this could be that you very quickly create an experience that you want to test. I would pick something relatively small within the experience and how it would work across a multi-device flow. So for instance, you add something to the cart on your desktop and your tablet, but then when you finally go to checkout, it's on your phone. Try to pick something where you can get quick access to people around you. So pick a theme that are common among the people that you could easily recruit to conduct this study with, whether it's you're on a technical team and you have a lot of developers. Try to pick an application that might be used, a multi-device experience for developers. If it's mostly your friends and family, maybe a shopping experience is the best one, because we all sort of have to purchase things in order to live on this planet. But just think about first sort of the availability of test subjects around you easily. And that's why day 2 of conducting the test is its own day, so that you have time to set up the platform and recruit the people and send your test out to them, build the test in the system. But for day 1, you create a test plan for an unmoderated study for multi-device experience, and this is relatively straightforward. Talk about the purpose of the test, the objectives, the target users, so the type of users, and then the success criteria. Outline your tasks of what you'll measure and observe, and it might be good to do a step-by-step outline of the test itself here, so that when it comes time to build it, you'll be prepared. Day 2, conduct the remote unmoderated usability test. This will also involve finding the system and building it. What I would recommend, and I'm going to do a live edit here, is try to do 2 to 4. The more you have, the more likely you'll be able to get some quasi-quantitative data out of it. But there are certain limitations with free plans and how many participants that you can use. Again, if you have a script and you trust the people around you to follow it, you could just say, hey, here's the script, please only do it once, and please screen record and upload it to this remote drive. But recruit the 2 to 4 participants to run your test plan, use your chosen platforms, screen recording tasks, analytics tools to gather feedback. Day 3, analyze the qualitative and derived quantitative data from your usability tests. So if you have 4 or 5 users that you tested with, see if you can get some relatively quantitative data. So 4 out of 5 users succeeded in this step. And use the qualitative data as well. So have them talk aloud as they're processing the test and capture any additional insights that you gathered from what they were thinking as they're going through it. Identify any recurring themes, success and failure rates, so that quantitative side, time on task, and again, another quantitative piece of information, and any user quotes that stand out. Day 4, synthesize findings into a clear test report. So highlight what worked, what didn't, and what opportunities surfaced. Summarize the top 3 to 5 recommendations for improvement in the 3 to 5 high-level insights, but potentially also include an appendix with all insights that were found. And day 5, prototype a solution based on test insights. So take what you learned, whether you were using an existing experience to evaluate. So you just wanted to see how well people could use a particular shopping experience that was live and have them run those tests, or if you had developed a prototype in order to run those unmoderated tests. But take that experience and prototype a possible solution to the challenges that you found. So that is week 37, and if you've been working along with us through the first 36 weeks or part of it, I hope you're starting to really feel the iterative nature of design, and that once you get this routine down, you can really focus on what sort of the subject matter of what you are evaluating and improving every day, and have a more comprehensive understanding of the actual problems you're trying to solve in the world that all of these technical solutions and service solutions support. But either way, congratulations on making it through week 5. I'll send you congratulations also in the daily. But hopefully this is routine by now. If this is your first shot, this should be relatively simple and straightforward, as it removes some of those barriers, such as recruiting for moderated tests and scheduling and so on and so forth. Hopefully it was an easier week for you, and thank you for participating in the Designorama.